3 steals and 2 blocks. Here is Middleton. We talked about having a historic year shooting the ball. That's rare for him to miss an open jumper. Here's Giannis with the step through, and he takes 8 to school on the opening possession. Here is Booker coming off a 36-point game. A season high, just happened to be a game where Paul did not play. Mikal Bridges points over to the Milwaukee bench. Bridges, a candidate for most improved player in the NBA. DiVincenzo able to answer. A double Booker. Kaminsky couldn't get it to go. 8 missed the first time, but the second try is good. Arizona, high school in the Phoenix area from the Bahamas. You and I had a chance to talk to him for a good 15 minutes today. Just a great guy. Has a tremendous personality as Chris Paul hits. Second chance opportunity, though, for Milwaukee. Here's Forbes shooting 50%.
They space the floor exceptionally well. They are taking more threes and shooting a better percentage almost across the board, Milwaukee.
Devin Booker with his first points of the night.
One team shooting 66%. That's the Suns. Chris Paul get to the mid-range. How sweet is that? The other.
When you know anyone that goes through that system is going to know how to play the game.
Nice little drop-off pass. And DA with the first-class delivery.
Chris Paul with a great ball fake. Takes the mid-range shot, and you know that's money.
They're just so good at getting the dribble to where he wants the defender to be.
Bryn Forbes knocks down another one. Booker misses, rebounded by Giannis. And 10 lead changes already in 4.5 minutes. Here's Antetokounmpo getting past 8 again and a sweet scoop and score. He's got 6 points already, 3 rebounds as well for Milwaukee, which has a 4-point lead. Short jumper is good by DeAndre Ayton from Devin Booker. Just a couple games ago against Boston, had 11 assists. Middleton, boy, Chris Middleton. I don't know how many people in the league are shooting it better than him right now. Has a great chance to be a 50, 40, 90 field goal, 3-point free throw percentage shooter. Suns games. Nice to see other NBA arenas as well. More and more fans starting to be admitted. Giannis now makes his 3rd field goal.
And this is a subtle message that Chris Paul just gave him, but he threw it right back to him. Now they don't get it entered. Giannis makes a nice defensive play, but the message is right there, Dave. Go to work.
Connaughton misses a 3, rebounded by Cam Johnson. There's Etuan Moore, started the other night for Chris Paul. He wasn't playing at the beginning of the year.
And so he's still a young basketball player, and so I think patience is like we have with DeAndre Ayton. It's called for with him,
and he can go in either direction. And boy, his court awareness is something else.
Talk about playing with force. Giannis is certainly doing that. Nice shot by DeAndre. Again, showing that skill. It's a great start for him. Well, he's only 29% from out there. We saw it in the playoffs last year, right? It was just pack it in and make a beat you from the outside. DJ Augustine hits a 3. Nice cut. Great pass to Booker, who lays it in. Second basket for D-Book. Bobby Portis, boy, what an addition he's been. First of all, he's shooting about 50% from 3. But the way they've played over the last 5 games, it looks a lot like the team that many thought that they would be last year in the playoffs, with that great shooting from all over the floor. Speaking of great shooting, boy in his return to Colorado on Monday. Middleton leaning in. Good job by Etuan Moore not to pick up the foul, but Portis with the tip.
Get to the offensive glass. That's 5 offensive rebounds, 7 points off.
It's a tie game. Milwaukee led by Giannis's 10 points. Bryn Forbes had 6 and a couple threes. Milwaukee now with 7 threes after that one goes for Augustine. Phoenix still looking for its first point here of the second quarter. Forbes drives and gets past Jay Crowder, had to respect him at the 3-point arc, and he gets the layup.
Undrafted guy and has turned himself into a legit NBA player. Has to get better defensively, but working very hard on that end as Chris Paul gets a patented floater to go. Even the West, there's so many good guards. Like Steph and Dame are the starters in my mind, no question. But there's a lot of guys competing. No doubt. And what do you do about the Utah Jazz in terms of putting a starter in the All-Star game?
Giannis hits the jumper, 12 points now. I think both will make the All-Star game, but the question is, will they get voted in as the starters? Portis gets the steal on the breakaway slam.
Galloway slips a pass over to Kaminsky, takes the open look.
Let me tell you what I liked about that. He wasn't conscious of backing up a step just to shoot a three. He caught the ball, he was inside the three, he had rhythm, and he took his shot. And I like that about him.
And now his third year.
Yep, at 41% now from three. Giannis with a rebound off the Paul miss, looking to push tempo. The Suns get back though, but they lose Forbes, and he makes him pay. Hits the three against Galloway, and it's the largest lead for the Bucks tonight.
I think it's an interesting conversation. LeBron out of the gates has made 36 look like he's 25 if you look at the numbers that he's put up and where the Lakers are. You know, Nikola Jokic has absolutely had an MVP caliber season. It's just that Denver is certainly performing a little bit less well than we anticipated. And what ultimately will decide that MVP vote?
Games where players are missing because of COVID, their games postponed. Will we have more? Are you looking at the standings less? Great pass, Kaminsky to Bridges, as maybe normally you would.
4 of the top 8 in the West have 10 or more losses as Giannis gets another one in the paint. I mean, he's just flat dominating the action right now. In the East with double-digit losses, you know, the home team, there's no advantage. So it feels like the records are skewed because of the COVID situation.
Frank the Tank, your leading dime dealer here in this first half. He's got 6. Middleton, tough step back over Booker. You can see why this is such a lethal offensive team, and they are #1 in the league in scoring as DA dials it up from long range.
Our great friend and colleague, Pedro Gomez.
I did not know him well at all, Dave, but I read an incredible story about him where while he was the columnist that you mentioned here in Phoenix, the responsibility of an announcer or a columnist to back up your sentiment. Nice job here by DiVincenzo. And so he walked foul pole to foul pole.
Bridges comes out of the pack, over to Book. Long rebound. Book gets it back. Much needed bucket there for Devin Booker.
One of the differences here with the Suns, they only 1 turnover in the first quarter. That was an offensive foul. They had 5 early in the second quarter, and they're giving up a lot of perimeter shots. Kaminsky misses inside, nearing 2 minutes to go. Milwaukee with 64 points. They have, during this 5-game win streak, won every game by double figures, and 3 of them by 20 or more, and another 3, this one by Middleton. Second 3 and the 13th by the Bucks, and they lead by 16.
Yeah, he's been elite. He's got 10 points and 7 assists here in the first half, Chris Middleton.
From the line, while averaging 20 points per game, he would just be the 5th ever in the history of the league to do that. He missed there, but Portis cleans it up despite 4 Suns being in the area.
That's that edge you were talking about earlier in the basketball game. And, you know, you pick and roll play, you've got to come up with that board when you've got that many guys around, and see Booker trying to keep them attached.
The Bucks are in game 4 of a 6-game road trip. They'll be at Utah on Friday. The Jazz have the best record in the NBA. They go to 8 on the first play to start the third, and he hits.
They started the game establishing him. Let's see how much they play through him in the early part of this third.
And a turnover forced by the Suns. Bridges with the slam for Paul. Great start for Phoenix.
My first thought was, that's trouble for people.
Paul short jumper is good. Chris Paul now with 11 points, 5 assists. Had it been challenged, I think that Monty Williams would have won that challenge because of what you said. As Giannis strokes it again. 23 points now, 7 of 13 from the floor. Milwaukee yet to hit a 3 in the second half after 13 in the first. DiVincenzo driving and Bridges. Nice finish by the 3rd-year pro out of Villanova. Back cut by Chris Paul. Back out to Kaminsky. And now Bridges lining it up and knocking it down for 3.
What a possession.
Paul behind the DA screen. Lock and load. Suns within 4.
He has not told anybody whether he is coming back or whether he is retiring. What did you think of the pass by Tom Brady today as Lopez hits a 3? Paul misses the short J, cleared by Middleton, his first rebound. He averages 6 per game. Here he's on the other end. Count it, and 1 for Chris Middleton, the 2-time All-Star. You're waiting till the last minute, right, to fill out that ballot. As Booker scores and a chance at a 3-point play.
There's no doubt about it. When the game is in the balance, he doesn't hesitate.
Middleton lobs for Giannis. What a play as Antetokounmpo smashes it.
Able to snare it and throw it down. Antetokounmpo's got 25. Bridges, nice little leaner across the lane.
Was a second-round pick. People didn't know what they were getting when he came to Detroit. He was traded after his first year in Detroit to Milwaukee and has become an outstanding player. Here's Devin Booker, 17 points. Just picked up his 3rd personal foul. Works into the paint and hits that short jumper just inside the foul line. The 10-5 game for Giannis with 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. That pass hit the rim. It bounces right back to Torrey Craig. Craig's 3 is up and good to 15 for Milwaukee tonight. Booker, tough drive and finish with the left. Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same season. Here's Portis driving against Kaminsky and scores. What a night for Portis. 12 points and 9 rebounds in 14 minutes. Johnson corner 3. Boy, they really need him to get going. Booker, and his first 3-pointer of the night. 25 points now. Crowder is open. Johnson lets it fly again, and that's good. His second 3-ball. And it tells you a little bit about that culture we were talking about earlier. The resilience of the Suns twice now coming back from down double figures to make it tight. Booker, no. Kaminsky there with the stick back, and it's a 1-point game. 11 straight points by the Suns. Middleton facing a double team. It doesn't matter. Middleton still hits. Anything differently, Monty, we'll see defensively against Giannis here in the 4th.
We're just trying to keep him out of the paint and not foul him, but he's a load, and we understand that, but we got to make it difficult on him.
Shot clock down to 5. Paul step back 3. Got it.
Yeah, Monty has talked a little bit about needing to get Chris Paul comfortable in the system.
The early part of the 1st quarter. Kaminsky is open, lets it fly. Good again. 3 threes in the quarter for the Suns. 20-2. Over the last 5 minutes and 9-0 here in the 4th. Giannis taking it to the rim and scoring. That is 33 points now for Antetokounmpo. Suns are 4th in the NBA, defending the 3 after 21st last year. Antetokounmpo so strong. We saw Cam Johnson try to defend him in the first half. That's a very difficult ask.
Boy, they're 2 for 9 from 3 in the second half.
Bridges somehow got it to Crowder, and he finishes on the second try to push the lead back to 3. Good D here by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 4. Booker draws defenders. That means Chris Paul's open. 3 is good as the buzzer sounds.
There's been times where, yes, Giannis is getting to his game and overpowering you. And there's a little bit of a mistake right there, and Crowder just drops his head. They took the punch that they took even in the 2nd quarter, as you see Giannis getting to his game again.
Midway point of the 4th quarter. Phoenix leading by 3, so Giannis is on the bench, and I'm guessing Phoenix thinks that we'll take that breather while we can get it. But Lopez doing work on the offensive glass.
And Zion obviously playing very well. So is Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, that's been a big difference with Lonzo's offense here over the last week. Crowder buries a 3. Timers at 5. Ball's got Lopez on him. Step back is good for Chris Paul for mid-range.
And help that team overachieve to expectations.
Made All-NBA second team at age 34. Good pass inside. Middleton to Giannis. Antetokounmpo with 42. Made it to the conference finals 2 years ago before losing to the eventual champion Raptors. Here's Booker with a tough shot, but it goes. And Devin Booker now with 27, and the lead is up to 6.
Wow.
Booker trying to shake him. Long two. Good for Booker. 29, and the Suns have their largest lead of the night at 8 points. Crowder's, even though Ayton's in the game, Crowder's on Giannis, and that's just too easy for Antetokounmpo. Defender closing, missed the shot. There's Ayton though with the offensive rebound. Then he throws it away to DiVincenzo. 3-on-2 for Milwaukee. The Suns get back, but Middleton is open. Cans the three. A huge shot by the two-time All-Star. Off the Giannis screen. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Cuts and stuffs. Ties the game at a buck 24.